Hello everyone, today I'm here to discuss about the Fantasy Premier League and I have 5 tips for you to start this season. So let's begin. Tip number 1. Aim for the popular FPL players. The best way to pick your team is to go with Salah, Arnold, Haaland and Jesus because they are the highly owned players right now. Include Andreas and Nico Williams as they are the best available assets in minimum possible price. Add 2 more premium defenders and 8 million midfielders, and 1 defender, 2 midfielders and 1 forward for bargain bracket. Goalkeeper choice is yours, but never spend more than 9 to 9.5 million for 2 goalkeepers. This is the most effective way to climb your ranking, and trust me guys, this is the best way to create your squad value. Having too many players, too many common players is never a boring game, as high ownership doesn't necessarily mean everyone should have them. Tip number 2. Pick up to 3 differential players. So, reserve your spot for 3 differential players who are genuinely capable to return double-figure haul but mostly overlooked or overshadowed. To me, differentials are those players who have less than 10% ownership. You can clearly boost your rank with a small number of smart differential picks. It is tough to keep balance of your team, but it needs a lot of experience, and good FPL player can only get the proper combo of popular and differentials. So you can work on that. Tip number 3. Make right captain choice. Almost throughout the season, focus on your premium midfielder and premium forward and hand over armband to them. Occasionally take some calculated risk at the right time when you have multiple reasons to justify your decision to go against the crowd. Frequent practice of captaining differentials will not yield you a green arrow all the time. Only premium players are more reliable, more consistent, more explosive and more capable to get the large return. Additionally, captaining defenders isn't a good idea because most of them are not attacking players, so you can only expect clean sheets from them. Tip number 4. Set correct transfer plans. You will have 1 transfer each game week and 2 if you saved your transfer in previous game week, and that's the maximum. Every additional transfer that you will do after that will cost you 4 deduction points, and we call it transfer hit. Most of the light managers believe that you should not take more than 6 or 7 transfer hits in a season. It's completely illogical to get insane and do some crazy transfers or hits just because your player didn't return in 1 game week. Because there's no guarantee at all that your player will not score in following game week, or your newly added player will give you the double figure haul. So best bet is to have patience and plan your transfer way ahead. It is advisable to make transfers few hours before deadline because this will give you enough time to follow news and avoid unforeseen surprises. Even if you are behind by million after game week 4, let's say, it's certain that you will leave behind hundreds of thousands of people if you adopt the mindset of top 50k managers. Tip number 5. Take wise decision to activate your chips. Set up your team from game week 1 to game week 8, as players will be released for international break after that. Once they come back, you have an opportunity to use your first wildcard and set up your team from game week 9 to game week 16. Remember, there is FIFA World Cup 2022 coming after that. Bonus twist for this season is that you will get unlimited transfer before the start of game week 17. So this is the opportunity that you save your team up to game week 28. Then there is another international break which is scheduled for the players. Now, this is the point you can decide where you want to go with the second wildcard. Either you can set up your team from game week 29 to game week 38, or utilize that wildcard by pairing up with another chip back-to-back game week and yield most of it. Remember, you can use only 1 chip in 1 game week. It's completely up to you. You decide where you want to use your remaining chips. For common practice, we use free hit in reduced game week and bench boost and triple captain on double game weeks. These are the final 5 tips from me which is going to surely help you to shape your team. There's one more thing I would like to add. Watch as much as games as you can and analyze properly so that you will know which players are in attacking position, who is yielding more, who have the potential, and so that it will help for you to take the transfer decision as you go ahead with game weeks and game weeks. So enjoy the fantasy, guys, and play responsibly. Goodbye.